Welcome to Stuck in My Mind podcast, the show where we dive into the mind of a regular guy on his road to self-discovery. You'll hear everyday people just like you share the latest topics, personal stories, and things they've learned along the way. And now, please welcome your host, Wise.
And welcome to another episode. I am your host, WIZE, and I have a very special guest on the show. He's an author. He has an extraordinary story to tell. Welcome to the show, Chancellor Jackson. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, balance and blessings. I appreciate you for having me on.
Brother, it's when I was looking at your story, man, it's crazy, man. Like you were arrested in China, man, and that's like something big because we know that China's a communist country and their jails is nothing like our jails. So what let's just tell us the story, man. What the heck happened?
So long story, well, a brief synopsis of the book. Moved to China in October 10th, 2018, and I was supposed to do a year. So I was supposed to come back a full calendar year. I went out there to teach English to children. I landed my first job after I graduated from college in 2018. So I was moved to the other side of the world to teach, and I was out there for 6 months total. And halfway through my time of being there, April 4th, 2019, I was arrested. And did 14 days in a Beijing jail. Along the story, I have no clue what's happening to me, what's finna take place. Nobody's communicating anything to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm locked up for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 15 people, one cell, and 9 wooden beds. So yeah, that's pretty much like a brief synopsis of, you know what I'm saying, the story. But all in all, April 4th, 2019, finna get ready to go to an event. And so I was pre-gaming before I slid to the event. And I'm sipping a wine cooler, keeping some cannabis from my little silver pipe. And get done, finna get ready to leave. Hear a knock at the door, look through the peephole, it's 3 officers from the Beijing jail. From the Beijing police department. And so I scrambled to put everything up, come back, open the door. They walk straight in, and one of the officer in front is talking to me. But of course, he's speaking in Mandarin. I have no clue what he's saying. He then realizes there's a language barrier, so he speaks into the translator app on his phone, shows me the translation, and asks, "Am I on drugs?" Of course, I lie. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, you tripping. No. He speaks into it again, shows me the second translation, and it says, "Are there any drugs in the house?" I'm still lying my ass off, hoping to divert the situation and the overall confusion in the room. So I go to grab my passport and all my other documents to prove, you know what I'm saying, my proof of residency, give them to the officer to look over. He's looking over them. Some time passes. Another officer enters the apartment, and he has something in his hand. He hands the first officer that I was speaking to the item, and then that officer communicates to me to pee into the cup. So it was a drug test right there on the spot. So I do the drug test, fail it, of course. After that, you know what I'm saying, they arrest me, take me to one precinct, and I was there for a short period of time, handcuffed the whole time. Then moved me to another precinct a little bit further away. There, I'm in that precinct for 14 hours in a holding cell. I conducted my interrogation. You know what I'm saying, got my identity put into the system, and all of that. After, you know what I'm saying, 14 hours being there and doing all of that, I ended up at the actual jail where I was spending the remainder of my time. And so I'm in a cell with 14 other men, all Chinese, none of which I can speak to. for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? We get 3 meals a day. All the meals are some form of soup and some form of soup. You know what I'm saying? Vegetable soup, chicken and carrot. You know what I'm saying? Just some form of soup every meal. And bread rolls, soup and bread rolls. But yeah, so that's a pretty much a brief synopsis of chapter 1. And you know what I'm saying? The remainder of the book, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm in Beijing jail 6. And it's a crazy story, just meeting all of the different characters and learning their backgrounds and their stories of how they ended up in there, and you know what I'm saying, what's going to be their process of getting out. And it's funny because everybody else knows, for the most part, at least that I communicate with, knows the amount of time they're supposed to do. I'm the only one that I haven't been told any information. Nobody knows I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been able to contact nobody. I'm just in here sitting. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here or nothing. So you know what I'm saying? It's a roller coaster of emotions because it's just the ultimate unknown. And then you meet all the other characters and their stories, and you know what I'm saying? It's okay, well then you learn it. Then okay, maybe I ain't got the worst situation after all, but I'm still in a fucked up situation. But it's like shit, that just seems to be the factor around here in China. You know what I'm saying? Like you just you never, it's hit tails of just like what's gonna be your situation, how everything gonna play out when it's all said and done. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And
like that's crazy.
That's
crazy. I could imagine. I wish a cop would come to my house and say, "Yo, take a piss test." I wish he would. Like, you in my house, man. What are you talking about? You coming to my house to see and tell me to take a piss test? You crazy, man. But that's the difference between here and China, man. You have no rights in China.
Facts.
It's not like here where they like, oh, piss in this cup. Oh no, you can speak to my lawyer. Like, there's none of that because I've spoken to some people from China, and people have no rights. They have no rights. Yeah. It's crazy. And like, I want to know why the hell, like how the hell are you gonna come into my house? What, do they smell it? What is it like?
How that's still a mystery to this day. Yeah, what made them come to my apartment? That's still a mystery to this day. Like, even I have readers ask me all the time, like, "Hey, what provoked them to come to your apartment in the first place?" I'm like, I have no clue, because they do random checks with foreigners anyway. Like, they'll come knocking your door randomly just to check your documents to make sure that you are here legally, essentially. So they did that to me in like January. You know what I'm saying? Like, this all, I got locked up in April. So I was like, I'm thinking, okay, they must do these random check-ins more than once. So that's the interpretation I was under. But hell no, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case the second time. So yeah, them folks, yeah, they can do whatever they want, man. And that shit, you know what I'm saying? It was a process. It was a mental battle for sure. It's a mental battle for sure. But it's like, shit, I just took as many positives away from the situation that I could to, you know what I'm saying, for the betterment of myself, for sure. Because I knew I knew this was happening to me for a reason. I was going to do this for a reason. So it's like, you know what I mean? I definitely knew embarking on the journey to China in the first place was going to help me take one step closer to finding what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what's my purpose? And it sure did. Now, did I expect for it to go that way? Nah, but you know what I'm saying? That's how just the universe be working. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a great story. Like, I got the first 3 chapters of the book are available free on Amazon. So you know what I'm saying? You get and there's a lot more detail, so you get your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And by the time you get done with them first 3 chapters, you like, yeah, I gotta go and see how the rest of this story play out, man. Because this shit is crazy. Like, oh,
man, I could imagine, man. Like, it was a big thing when the players from UCLA got arrested for shoplifting, and they were facing crazy time. They were looking at something like here where you would like get a misdemeanor or get a probation or some shit. These motherfuckers was looking at like years. So I just don't, like that just makes me not want to go to China ever.
It's just, you know what I'm saying, just you like do your research before you. That's wherever you travel. Always do your research. I had to learn that the hard way. Like really do your research and learn the land that you about to enter, and you know what I'm saying, just how they ethics, their codes, and you know what I'm saying, they vibration. So you know how to move like a native. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have, even despite my last 14 days. This is my last 14 days in China, because after I got released, I was deported from the country immediately. Like they took me straight to my apartment to pack the rest of my stuff, and then straight to the airport. So, prior to them last 14 days, China was amazing. China was absolutely amazing. It's the best experience I've ever had in my life, for real, for real. And I can't wait to travel and live abroad again, just because the first one was, this shit was a movie. This shit was a movie, for real, for real. It was a movie. Like, it was so lit. That shit was so lit, for real.
I can imagine it, and everybody I've spoken to that has traveled abroad is like they say that's something we need to experience over here as Americans, because
yes,
like
yes.
I've been to other countries. I've been to but not that far. But I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to Jamaica Monday. So I've been to other countries, and I know there's a big difference from back home as far as a lot of things. Even when I was a young kid going to Puerto Rico during the summer, it was a culture shock for me, because my family is from the mountains. So at that time, when I used to go to Puerto Rico, there was no indoor plumbing. Like there was no bathroom indoor. We had to go to an outhouse, and then the shack next to it had a hose coming through it with water. That's where we took our shower. So if you took your shower late at night, it was gonna be cold. So I've experienced living different, like coming home and appreciating indoor plumbing, appreciating the bathroom, and appreciating the shower, and all these other different things that we take advantage of, that because it's like we feel that, okay, everybody should has indoor plumbing. No, it's not that way.
It's so normal to us. But you know what I'm saying, like you said, but that shit is drastically different someplace else. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, what? And Puerto Rico up in the mountains, that shit sound like a hell of a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Especially from a scenic standpoint, just looking at the views, and man, I bet the air quality, I bet that sounds like it's amazing, for real, for real. Like I can just, you just sitting there describing, I'm just imagining, like, okay, I know that shit's was lit. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the no indoor plumbing, you know what I'm saying?
Now it's different. There's more.
Yeah.
When I used to go when I was younger, there was no real highways. It's like to get to the airport to where I lived at, and we weren't that far. It used to take almost 2 hours because they used to have to take the back roads, and there was no highway. And I'm talking about, this is the early 80s, late 80s.
Okay.
So because I'm old. But man, it's crazy the things we take for granted here.
No, factual, without a doubt. And shit, that's why I encourage everybody to travel. You know what I'm saying? And traveling is a lot more feasible and affordable than people think. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, it's how you it's how you research it. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying, work your one with that. You can find some crazy deals. Just, you know what I'm saying, get you a little getaway trip. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta go that far. Like you said, the Caribbean's right there. You know what I'm saying? Mexico's right there. Canada's right there. You know what I'm saying? Now with COVID and shit going on, and then that's a whole different process within itself now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It still is, even domestically, then, you know what I'm saying? Man, you can find it's hella affordable to get around.
Yeah, no, it's cheap. It's cheaper than what it usually is, because the airlines are trying to get people to fly. But a lot of countries have closed off to us because of whatever's going on here in the United States. So
yeah,
like I got to get tested before I leave and have my results by the time I land in Jamaica.
Oh damn! Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's OD. That's OD.
Yeah. But I was like, this is a vacation I need to take with me and my wife, so it's good, man. If she needs it, I need it.
Oh yeah, Jamaica. I heard Jamaica's lit. I ain't never been, but I've heard nothing but positive reviews. You know what I'm saying about it. So Yeah, y'all gonna vibe out for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure.
So would you go back to China?
I can't go back till 2024. I was placed on
Oh, so you're so
yeah,
they
5 year
put you
ban.
on a ban for till 2024.
Yeah, so this happened. Yeah, it was 5 years. So yeah, it's been 2 so far. Still got 3 more to go.
It's about 3 more years, man. Damn.
Yeah.
But would
Well,
you
not
go
2
back?
years. We get 2, 3 more years. It
3 more
it
years.
depends if I have the opportunity to go back. You know what I'm saying, on the same similar type. You know what I'm saying, because just to get a visa, you got to get a visa just to go over there. Yeah, that's a 3 month long process, and that shit is not cheap. Then that's not including your flight and, you know what I'm saying, your living accommodations over there. So it's like shit. Unless I'm, you know what I'm saying, find an opportunity where they gonna help. You know what I'm saying, pay for most of it. Then shit, I'm probably going. Just because I know that probably, you know what I'm saying, years, not long, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, I can see myself going back, just bring everything full circle, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the
So
awesome
prior to
career.
this, is like prior to this, did you want to write? Was you interested in becoming a writer, or did this
No, not
like
at all.
you just felt that you had to tell your story?
Yeah, I didn't even like writing before, you know what I'm saying, all of this. For real, for real. But after I went through the experience, I'm like, yeah, I got to do something with this story. I don't know what. And then that's when one of my good friends, he was author, a published author before we even graduated high school in 2014. He was the one that was like, hey, bro, you should write about it. I'm like, shit, I could. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's an idea. It was like, shit, easier said than done. How can I, you know what I'm saying, even, where do I even start? So he went in my notes and gave me like a brief little outline, just 5 layers. And I just went in and started filling it in. And then next thing I know, I was like, okay, this shit getting kind of lengthy. So I moved it from my notes to a Google Doc, and started writing it on there. And shit, I wrote the whole thing about 4 months. And then after that, just going through the editing process and getting the cover design and the steps to get it published and all of that. I was ready to release it on the calendar year, the anniversary of the day I got locked up. So I got locked up on April 4th, 2019. I dropped part 1 of the book, which is the free version, on April 4th, 2020. And I was ranked number 1 in 3 different genres while I was still on pre-sale. So, and it's been going crazier since. So that's how
That's
that
awesome, man.
pressed
That's
out.
good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations on your
I
success.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I went through it for a reason, so I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do something with this experience. I ain't just gonna take this and
It's
not, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. I was gonna do something.
listen. Everybody has a story to share, and like I said, this is an experience. We like I said, we're spoiled here. It's different here. We have a lot of freedoms that are not a lot of people don't have,
Yeah.
and again, that's something we take for granted. So, and like I said, you I already know that China's a communist country. It's their citizens have no rights. Is none. You could
Yeah.
tell from all the cases against them for being inhumane and stuff like that. To them, their 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 citizens are like cattle. It doesn't matter to them.
I mean, it's strict. It's a very strict line. They just passed 3 bans like a couple weeks ago. One ban was on video games. Like, if you you know what I'm saying? If you like not above a certain age, you can't really play video games. And if you are, you can only play for like a couple hours throughout the day and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they just placed a ban on that. They placed a ban on homosexuality being on TV. So they don't want no, if you gay dude or gay girl, or you know what I'm saying, they ain't finna get no showtime on, no airtime on any television network out there. I can't remember what the third ban was, but China's, they don't play. China don't play at all. Like, nah. They don't play.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can't even use
and
social media like Instagram, Facebook. You can't even use all that shit over there unless you have a VPN. If you don't have a VPN, you can't even access it. Yeah, it's different over there.
yeah,
It's different for
I could
sure.
imagine, man. I could imagine
But you know what I'm saying?
they're regulated.
Despite all that, it was still fun. Like that shit. China's lit. Like, it was lit for sure. Clubs lit, food fire. The people, nice. Best customer service I ever experienced in my life. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? The overall experience and working with the kids, that shit was a blast. You know what I'm saying? So it was overall it was a great experience. Like it was a great experience. Even you know what I'm saying with the 14 days, all in all, the good outweighed the bad. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Nah,
That's,
you're not the first patriot that I knew went out abroad. I have a friend out there, Todd Sullivan. He's also an author, but he's
okay.
more into he does horror,
Okay.
and it's crazy because I was like, you don't really hear of many. If you do, there's only very few black horror writers,
No
and I
facts.
thought that was cool. And he's mad cool. But he's in Taiwan. He started off
Okay.
in I think South Korea, and now
World.
he's in Taiwan. I think he's in Taiwan, and it was just he's again teaching English. That's something
World. Okay, for
that
sure.
a lot of Americans from over here go and teach English
Facts.
as a second language. Yeah.
I mean, for me to go over there, the requirement it was I found the job application on LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came across it. And there was only 3 requirements they had. You got a bachelor's degree. It don't matter what is in. Your degree can be in fucking uh business administration or you know what I'm saying, accounting. It could be on anything. You got a bachelor's degree, a clean background, and you're a native English speaker.
Yeah.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? And especially even if you got a master's or doctorate, that's even better. Now you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find even better positions. You know what I'm saying? It's not to go abroad and yeah, it's not. And don't let you actually have your degree in education. Oh yeah, oh what? That's even what? You'll find overseas work like that, like that. What? No cap.
But nah, it's again. I could have just imagined the conditions of that jail, man. Like you said, it
Oh
was
yeah,
15 of y'all in the cell and only 9 beds.
yeah,
So how did
yeah.
like who got the beds?
So imagine, like imagine you had a sleepover back in the day, with you and your
Yeah,
cousins, your family members, or your partners, or you play travel ball, and it's a limited amount of space to sleep. So everybody just we got to make it. We got to make it work. You know what I'm saying? That's how it look. But with random grown men,
yeah.
that's how that look. So let your imagination run wild with that.
Oh man, I could imagine. Like you got to tell me, bro. I could imagine how that shit was, man. Like it's like 9 beds, 15 bodies. Like
Mhm.
it's shit. It's just, I know there's a pecking order probably, and
You know what I mean? Like this shit was crazy. Like I never experienced nothing like that. It's very humbling, for sure, for sure. Very, very extremely humbling. So, like you said, you appreciate the little things. You appreciate those small things, for sure, for sure. You appreciate
yeah,
it.
like I've been arrested and probably spent a weekend in county and shit like that. And that's probably a fucking resort compared to what the fuck you had over there, man.
Man, well, especially the first 3 days, I'm talking about that cell had nothing, like barely it was barely any toilet paper in the cell. Like only one person for real had toilet paper, and that was the cell leader. Like they placed leaders of the cell that's in charge of the cell. So that's the only person that had toilet paper. He was a Chinese dude in like his 40s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, it's the only
And
dude
what,
that
he
got
wasn't
toilet
trying
paper.
to give it up? Was he not trying to
Oh no,
share?
he was cool. Like I asked because I ended up forming a good bond with one of the Chinese cellmates. He couldn't speak English, and I couldn't speak Mandarin for real. But like we was able to communicate and form a great bonding relationship. So I asked him, I said, "Hey, bro, where's the toilet paper at? You know what I'm saying? How we get toilet paper?" And he was just pointing to the cell leader. So I just walked over to them. And I just pointed at. I was like, "Cut." Like I asked and Mandarin, like, can I use some? He was like, "Oh yeah, cut." He's like, you can. I'm like, "Oh shit, for sure." I need it. You know what I'm saying? They was cool in the cell. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was no pressure, no animosity, no
It's not like,
negativity.
so it's not like the prisons over here where you
Yeah,
can
that's
get
that's what
tested quickly.
China. That's why I say China is one of the safest places you can live. It is so strict and they are so disciplined. They don't have crazy people like that. You know, like here in America, you got a motherfuckers that's just batshit out. They, you know what I'm saying? They minds. You know what I'm saying? They don't really. At least from my experience, I didn't witness no Chinese person that was like that, unless they was just on something, or unless
And
they
it's great.
really had like.
And that's crazy that you say that you probably feel safer over there
Mm-hmm.
than you would over here.
Oh yeah, they're so strict. Like they're that strict. They're strict, and we locked up 24/7. We don't leave that cell. We don't leave that cell. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that come in is food and medication.
Yeah.
For those that need it, that's all. We bring everything by us. You know what I'm saying? We don't leave that motherfucker. Only person that was in the cell, y'all read within the story, was this Russian dude. He was the only one. For some reason, he got him. This man got chewing tobacco. He bring it back to the cell. He getting hella snack. He the only one that's getting. Every time he leaves the cell to go do something with the officers, he coming back with goodies. He coming back with, you know what I'm saying, something like, damn boy, how the hell you know what I'm saying? How you doing all of that? But it's interesting story. It's an interesting story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of characters within it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna get, man, so many different backgrounds.
So in those 14 days, you met a lot of characters. You met a lot of people.
Oh yeah. I formed lifelong relationships with some of them. You know what I'm saying? That I was able to get in contact with after we all got out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? There definitely it's a lot of characters within the story that, you know what I'm saying, I mentioned ideally just because I feel like their story was impactful to mine. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, man. That's dope. So, yo, Chancellor, let everybody know where exactly they can find your book at Amazon, anywhere else. You have a website
So
they can
Amazon,
check out.
of course. Oh yeah, ChancellorKJackson.com. I have the free version available on Apple Books and Kobo and some more other different book platforms. But the easiest way to access me, everybody pull your phone out right now, go to your internet browser, go to Google, type my name in, or type in 14 Days in Beijing. I'll pop right up. It's that simple.
And the book title again is 14 Days in Beijing, everybody. So definitely check that out, man. It's
Yeah.
I'm about to read it when I get a chance later on this. Actually, when probably on my flight to Jamaica, I'll probably get a chance to read it.
Best time. That's best time. Get your popcorn ready, for real. Get your popcorn ready on me. On me. It's entertaining.
Yeah, man, definitely. But I appreciate you being on the show, man. This was great, man. This is again, I'm glad it worked out for you. You home and you doing what you're supposed to. You found your calling. You found what you're supposed to do is put out this book and just open up people's eyes to the realities out there. That it's a different world and different countries, man. So I appreciate you, brother, man. This was awesome. You have an amazing story. Again, like I said, I'm gonna read your book when I go on my flight and enjoy the nice little read for the trip.
Oh man!
But this again, keep doing what you're doing, man. Are you interested in writing another book or?
I got another book dropping soon. It piggybacks off 14 Days, but it's a romance novel. So I'm taking that motherfucker juicy now too. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker is gonna go hard. It's gonna go hard, no cap. It's gonna go hard on me. But yeah, I'm dropping that very, very soon. I'm excited about that. I feel like it'll do better than 14 Days, just to be honest, just because it's romance. It's romance. But,
well, maybe the women out there will enjoy it. Yeah, maybe the women out there be like, "Oh, make it a top seller, man." Yeah.
Yeah, another one. I need it. I need it. I need it.
Definitely. But again, man, I appreciate you being on the show, man. This is dope. You have an amazing story, like I said, and people need to go out and definitely go out and read your book. So again, it's 14 Days in Beijing. Definitely come check out my man Chancellor K. Jackson. Go to Google his name, Google the book, check him out, download it, support my man, because it's again, it's an amazing story. Like, how do you not know why you get arrested and you're pissing this cup? Like I said, like imagine here in the States somebody saying pissing this cup. Like, unless you at your probation officers, that's it. Like, how they gonna come to your house and tell you to piss? Nah. I'm still tripping off of that shit. But bro, I appreciate you, man. You have a great day, man. Now it's time for my shout outs, man. All right, big shout out to my Real Wise family. Kings, Poppy J, Brandy J, love you guys. Big shout out to the wifey, Fina, love you. And as always, a big shout out to all the essential workers out there. God bless you, be safe. And you know how your boy Wise does it. Peace out.
Thanks for listening. Listen on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and TuneIn. Find us on social media on Twitter at @wise_b_blunt, Instagram at @wise_b_blunt, and a Facebook fan page, www.facebook.com/wise76. Check back soon for new episodes. Until next time, peace out.